Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys! All right, so this is lesson 4. You might have seen some of these before. They are going to be properties of real numbers. So commutative property. We're going to fill in the blank and then give some examples. The rule is numbers can be switched and the sum is the same. Okay, so what do we mean? We mean 1 plus 3 is the same thing as 3 plus 1. A plus B equals B plus A. And a little trick to remember that we like to use is you start with the word C or letters, CO, remember change order. So commutative property, CO, change order. Just a little thing to remember.
All right, and then with the same rules applying the commutative property of multiplication. Numbers can be switched and the product is the same. So looking at some examples, okay, 2 times 3 is the same number as 3 times 2, 6 is 6, okay? Same thing happens when we multiply anything. C times B is the same as B times C.
Okay, the associative property. Numbers can be regrouped in any order and the, sum is the same. Okay, so we're just changing where our parentheses are. Make sure you come see one of your teachers to get a cool little hint to remember this. We're not going to put it in the video, but it's a fun way to remember. So just come see a teacher.
All right, and the same thing works for the associative property of multiplication. Numbers can be regrouped in any order and the product is the same. Here's an example. Okay, 2 times 3 times 4, see how they're in a group here, is the same as 2 times 3 times 4. You're just changing the groups there. Same thing works with the letters.
Yep, just make sure you're making note. If you look at this, see, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. The numbers have not changed. It's just where we put those parentheses. Distributive property. This is my favorite.
No, it's my favorite.
Okay, whatever. Distribute what is outside the parentheses to everything, inside by using multiplication. So we have been using the distributive property before, so you're just going to kind of do 3 times x, 3x, 3 times 4 is 12. So that's the distributive property. All right, let's turn it over. We got a couple more left.
All right, this one is an identity. It's the additive identity. 0 is actually the additive identity because any number plus 0 equals or is that number. So looking at the example, 0 plus 3 is still 3. A plus 0 is still A. Okay?
And
Nothing
the way,
changes.
sorry, Miss Barley. The way we like to look at that is identity. You want to keep your identity. Well, to keep your identity, you're not going to make any changes. 0 changes. All right, additive inverse. Any number added to its negative is equal to 0. Okay, that took a little while to get there. All right, so here's our example. 2 plus negative 2 is 0. Negative 3 plus 3 equals 0. So basically you're taking two opposite numbers and adding them together.
So the key word here you want to remember for inverse is the opposite. All right, so the same rules apply with the multiplicative identity and the multiplicative inverse. Okay? 1 is the multiplicative identity because any number multiplied by 1, where is it? Equals that number. So, for example, 1 times 3 equals 3. Okay, 8 times 1 equals 1. And remember, the identity stays the same.
Okay, multiplicative inverse. Any number multiplied by its reciprocal is equal to 1. All right, so basically it's just what's the opposite or the reciprocal of 2? It's 1/2. What is the reciprocal of 1/3? It's 3. So we did 2 times 1/2, 1 over d times d equals 1.
All right, and the last one is probably the easiest one, the multiplicative property of 0. just says that any number times 0 equals 0. So, for example, 0 times 7 equals 0, b times 7 equals 0. Okay, anything that you have multiplied by 0 will be 0. All right, guys, go ahead and get started on your classwork. Make sure you're checking in with your teacher when you're done. Good luck.